There, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another car video. You never know what turns a particular woman on. Yeah, I've kind of talked about this before, but I just I don't know. I'll get into that in a second. I got a link in my description box for Rom TV. That's my platform where I have video series, and for the time being, it's more of a teaching thing, teaching different aspects of man gets woman. You know how you can develop yourself, different observations, and it's way more serious than my car videos, or even my podcast, because on them I'll just talk about whatever's on my mind. But this is Rom TV is more instructional for now. For now, I've and I'll talk more about it when the time actually comes up. But I've been throwing out some fillers for some people for some entertainment stuff on there, for independent filmmakers and stuff. So, and with that, I'm either going to do that on Rom TV or just start a whole new streaming platform. We'll see. But check it out. The link is in the description box, and particularly the link is for a preview of what I have coming up in the fall. So, that out the way. Yeah, you never know what turns a particular woman on, right? Like, because I constantly see guys. There's always been this thing about, well, only a certain type of guy gets women, right? And you can say that in general terms. That's why I promote the body game. That's why I say fix up in general terms. But then there's always that occasion where you see maybe a fine woman with some average looking dude, or a dude who ain't quite paying attention to Ron's body game videos or something like that, or a guy that, people might consider even ugly or something. And then they with the beautiful woman, then a lot of guys make a lot of stupid assumptions. Like they say, oh, he must have money or something. But whatever the case, it could be money, or maybe even if other people consider the guy ugly, he's drop dead gorgeous to her. I mean, I remember what this model said one time. A dude could have just one tooth, but there might be some woman who probably like that. And that really gets down to one thing. Women like what they like. And guys got to understand that unless they know that woman personally, they don't know what she considers attractive. And I've always said it's waste for a man to look at another man and say, oh, a woman wouldn't want him. The woman's looking at that man on multiple levels. And I told her, like, my favorite rejection when the woman said, she actually had called me a pretty boy and said she couldn't mess with me. She said she like rough looking men. And she was very particular about that. People being nice. Yeah, she likes rough looking men. And, that's cool. And I've even said that before, because that's one thing. Sometimes women like a certain type of guy for whatever reason. It could be myriad reasons. The thing is, you don't worry about it. If the guy get his, he get his. Even if you sit down and talk to that guy, we'll find out his secrets and stuff. Okay, that's cool for him. Because even with what I talk about, what I always say, I say go out and try it for yourself and see what works for you. Because I talk in general terms. And even when I do consultation sessions and people ask, I find out what's particular to them. Because that's the key. But whatever the case, you can't sit down and worry about why this woman like this particular guy. And this will be especially in cases where the guy don't know the guy at all. Where one guy, he don't know why that woman's particular with him, and it could be 1,000 reasons. Like I know this one dude. I knew this one dude long time. Still cool and stuff, right? And straight up, he wasn't even that tall. He's maybe about 5'8", and he's always, from the time he was young, been more on the stocky side, even the fat side. But women used to go crazy over him. And I talked to maybe 5 of the women who got with him. And they would just volunteer shit. I had to tell them, like, I don't need to know all that. But all of them said the same thing about him. Yeah, he's this and that. And I mean, he was a real cool dude. So they liked him. He had a cool personality. But every one of them said he had 10 inches. I was like, oh, okay. See, understand something. When a woman looking at a man for sex, they ain't, that's the thing. Or companionship, it depends on what she needs from the man. And it's not always that man who look like a fashion model or something. That's why you can't worry about that shit. Only thing, every single man, if they see it, what they need to do is worry about what they can do. What they can do. All right? And like I said, even with what I say, you still got to apply it to yourself. Like if somebody, like I get some people say, well, what would you say? What would you do? Well, regardless of what I say or do, it works for me. Like if I walk up and say hi to a woman, right? And I could just say hi and nothing else. And she going crazy over it, right? Is it that I said hi? Or did I compliment her? Or that she like 5'11", chocolate, stocky, older, black men? No, seriously, let's be real on that shit. Let's be real. Or it could be she like my voice. Yeah, you don't know. Because see, what every man need to do, stop worrying about the next man. Stop hating on him. Stop. That's a waste of time. Figure out, look in the mirror and figure out what you can do. What's your game? And I've talked about that several times. It's like if you playing, I never forget, I was playing pickup one time. And we had a guy on the court, like doing a running commentary about everybody's game. Like this one guy got up, he had a nice 3-pointer and stuff. He said, that's his game. Another guy just went hard to the hoop. That's his game. Another guy was good at putting back in rebounds and stuff and playing defense. That's his game. And, sometimes people get caught up in the semantics of using the word game. It's just strategy. Whatever you do works for you. What I do works for me. In particular. Even saying the word hi. Because I've had women say they like my voice. Several women say they like my voice. So they seeing that. Several women saying they like my eyes. Almond-shaped eyes. Right? That works for me. But somebody else, if they don't have that voice or those almond-shaped eyes, the same thing ain't going to work for them. Or even if somebody say, like, it's kind of stupid if a man say, well, I don't see why a woman would like that. You don't need to. You don't have a vagina. Because that's all that counts. And that's why I talk about tribes too. Find out the women that like what you have in particular. If you sit back and just say, hey, this type of woman that goes for me. Like the type of women, I always said, the two types of women are always friendliest to me. Either slim ones with pretty faces or women with big old badunkadunks. Regardless of their size, whether they size 2 or size 20. Women with a nice round ass always like my ass. So I just say, okay, I'm going to stick there. They don't necessarily have the big old breastises. Okay. Anyway, they don't necessarily have that, but, I'm like, okay, I can live without that. Just as long as they got enough on them so I know they're female. But you can't worry about the next one. Don't do all that. See, sometimes dudes get so obsessed. See, that's one problem I'm seeing. You getting so obsessed over the guys. You're not just working on your own shit. That's the important thing. You got to work on your own shit. And don't worry about what that woman like, because at the end of the day, it's her fucking vagina. And she going to like who she going to like. And, and really, you can't even give general reasons why you like it unless you sit down and psychoanalyze her ass. And even then, it's still a fucking choice. Regardless. Like, I know a young woman now. She in college and stuff. And, I saw her boyfriend. Now, she's slim and everything. This dude probably, this a big old dude. I was like, damn, okay. But she's smiling, he's smiling. That's all that matters. And if that worked for him, do what works for you. Shit, at my gym, there's a big old dude working in there to work out, get his weight down. I guess he is anyway. This woman, I got to put his woman, he in there with his girlfriend. I give her about, I give her 6 to 7 range, honestly. She's shapely. I'm like, okay, if that shit works for her, don't worry about it. You know, don't hate on the next man. And then really just say, oh, okay, that's what they like. Let me go do what I'm going to do. Seriously, get off of that. Get off of that. Because here's the thing. At the end of the day, you got to live your own life. Your life. Fuck everybody else. Don't be sitting around saying, oh, she with him, she with him. Fuck that. I'm going to do his motherfucking thing. You know, that's why y'all don't see me on a lot of like hangouts or streams or anything, or comment on a lot of people's shit. Once I come on here, I say, honestly, seriously, just living your life. And maybe I need to get into this some more. Once I upload my stuff, I check out a few people's videos and stuff on here. I got a very small thing I'll check out regularly if I got some free time. And even then, I don't necessarily watch. I'll have like a couple other tabs actually working on some stuff, and I'm just listening. You know, it's like a radio to me. So, you know, talk radio. And I'll just sit back and just listen and be working on something else. But whatever the case, you know, I got a life out here. I ain't worried about the next man. Shit, I'm trying to get his. Worrying about the next man has not put one single woman in my bed. Worried about the next man didn't give me 2 teenage sons. Oh, and a maybe. There's still an unaccounted for woman out there. So, anyway, yeah, that's a whole other tangent. Like, just as an aside, every single woman I've been with, I would at least see them within the next 9 months and know whether or not they had a child. One's unaccounted for. So if y'all see me on paternity court, hey, just say, I'm going to just be cool. Probably be flirting with Lauren Lake or something. So anyway, though. Anyway, yeah, don't worry about it. You don't know what's up with that woman. Don't worry about it. As long as they ain't trying to fuck with your shit. That's all that matters, all right? So, anyway, that's all I got for today. I get back at y'all. Peace and blessings.